So I'm going to show you how to use your on your own problems here. Okay, when you look at this, we have nothing that needs to be distributed, and there are no like terms that we can combine. So remember, when we do these problems, what we want to look at is each side of our equation. So let me draw a line here to kind of split us in half. And to decide if we need to combine like terms, we're going to look at this side first and see if there's any like terms, which there aren't. And then we'll look at the other side, see if there are any like terms, and there aren't. So we know that we don't have to do that step. So we don't have to distribute, we don't have to combine like terms. We need to look and see if we have to move the variables. So when I look at this problem, I see I have variables here, an h on the left, and I also have an h on the right. Now you can't have variables on both sides. So we have to move one set of variables to the other side. And I have said this before, I like my variables on the left. Don't know why, I just do. So I'm going to move this 2h over to my left-hand side. Now when it comes to moving variables, we need to take it away or do the opposite of what we have here and then move it to the other side. So I want this to be a 0. So right now it's a 2h. I'm going to do the opposite of that, minus 2h, to get this to equal 0. And if I subtract 2h on my right side, I need to subtract 2h on my left side in order to keep this equation balanced. So now negative 3h minus 2h is going to give me negative 5h. I still have this plus 5 here. On my right side, this 2h and this minus 2h become 0. And then I still have a negative 5 left. Now from here, I'm going to solve this equation. My next step is to undo my addition and subtraction. So I have addition, plus 5. I'm going to undo that using the opposite. So I'll do minus 5. Oops. Hang on. And I'll do minus 5 over here. And then these two 5 plus 5 minus 5, they're going to cancel out. And I'm going to be left with negative 5h equals negative 10. And then my very last step, I need to undo this multiplication or division. So this is negative 5 times h. So the opposite of multiplying by negative 5 is dividing by negative 5. So I divide both sides by negative 5. And what I'm left with is negative 5 divided by negative 5 is 1. So I get just h over here. And negative 10 divided by negative 5 is positive 2. So let's try one more. Check your answer on this one. Again, I'm going to start off by drawing my line down that equal sign because I like that dividing line. I'm going to double check and see, do I have anything to distribute here? No parentheses, so nothing to distribute. I'm going to see if I have to combine like terms. No like terms here. Check the other side. No like terms over here. So that step is done. So now I got to see if I need to move my variables. Well, I have variables here on the left and variables here on the right. So I do need to put them together. And you know I'm going to put them together on the left side because that's how I like it. So I'm going to take this 15y and move it over here. Now when I cross this equation, I'm going to use my inverse operation to do that. So this says minus 15y. I'm going to add 15y. And if I add it on the right, I have to add it on the left. And then we're going to have negative 13 plus 15 is going to leave me with 2y plus 7. And on the right side, these two 15s are opposites, so they're going to cancel each other out and become 0. So I'll just have negative 17 on the right. Now, I need to undo my addition and subtraction. So this says plus 7. The opposite of that to undo it is going to be minus 7. So these two 7s will cancel out, become 0. 7 minus 7 is 0. So I'm left with 2y equals negative 24. And then to finish it off, I'm going to undo this multiplication of y times 2. I'm going to divide by 2 on both sides. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so I get 1y. Negative 24 divided by 2 is negative 12.